Hello my friends, and happy Wednesday to you all. This is Deborah and I'm back to share a shopping haul from Ballard Designs, Target, Hobby Lobby, and Dollar Tree, as well as a pumpkin makeover that I did. So I hope you'll stay tuned and see all of it. And I just want to thank you so much for joining me today. There's a lot to cover, so let's get started. I did a little shopping with my family on Saturday, and Ballard Designs was our first stop. This was the very first time I'd ever been in a Ballard Designs store, and I just love it. Even their shopping bags are gorgeous. So let's see what I purchased there. And oh, they had a 20% off the entire store sale that day, which made it an even better shopping experience. First are the two woven round placemats with the robin's egg blue band around them. I love the texture. And I only bought two because they'll be going on my island. Next is this beautiful linen table runner in a warm, scrumptious rust color, which I also purchased for my island. And then, of course, you know, I just had to get two matching napkins for my place settings on the island as well. And oh my goodness, you guys, they had the most fabulous smelling high quality candles, and it's no wonder that I couldn't resist getting this one. It just smells amazing. And I just wanted to mention that this magnolia candle is not from Joanna Gaines' line of merchandise. Oops guys, I just realized I forgot to mention stopping at another wonderful store called Cole Linscomb, which is in downtown Houston. I purchased this amazing room spray that you're seeing here on the left side, and it is divine. Also of a magnolia scent, high quality and highly concentrated. I just love it. And let's go in for a closer look so you can read the packaging a little bit better in case you're interested in any of them. Here I am showing you two sweet little birdies purchased at Hobby Lobby, and they were in the fall department for 40% off the regular price of $4.99 each. I will be adding them to my topiary trees that I showed you in my past videos to finish them off for the fall look. Okay guys, now I want to show you a sneak peek of what my place settings will look like on my island with the new linens that I purchased at Ballard Designs. I'm starting with a cream wooden charger that I purchased at an antique store a couple years ago, and they were originally from Pier 1, and I purchased 8 of them. And to those I'm going to be adding these Family Dollar melamine plates that were $1.50 each about 3 years ago, and I just love mixing the high end with the low end. And here in this footage I just tucked one of the rust napkins underneath the pumpkin plate so I could add just a bit of that gorgeous rust color between the charger plate and the pumpkin plate, and I love the way that they all look together. So here on the upper right you see two autumn kitchen towels that I purchased at Target for $3 each. I love the vintage look of these towels, and they feel like aged linen. I think they were a great find, plus they look beautiful with my color and design story that I have going on here, don't you think? Alright guys, if you look closely you will see two Dollar Tree drinking glasses that are adorned with pumpkins and the word gather. I thought they were so super cute, so I bought 6 of them. I'll probably use 2 of them to hold the 2 fall candles there next to them that were also purchased from the Dollar Tree. And I have to tell you, those candles smell wonderful. And here on the right is this twiggy looking wreath, for lack of a better term, that I purchased at Hobby Lobby for 50% off the regular price of $14.99. But I'm not going to be using it as a wreath. It comes in 2 pieces, so I'll be separating them and using them in my upcoming fall mantle vignette, so stay tuned for that. Next up are these 2 outstandingly large and gorgeous fall picks that are from Hobby Lobby. They were a little pricey, but they're just stunning. The leaves feel like velvet, and with the pine cones, they're just so gorgeous. They were 40% off the regular price of $21.99 each. And the last thing that I have to share in my haul is this very realistic and rustic pinecone garland, also from Hobby Lobby. It was 40% off the regular price of $39.99, but well worth it to me. I'll be using it in my fall decor as well as in my Christmas decor. It's a great transitional piece. So now we're going to go in and take a closer look at everything that I have here in my haul before we move on to the next half of the video. Now we're going to take a look at a pumpkin that I purchased last year at Michael's, and when I purchased it, it was white. I brought it home and I painted it blue, but never did anything else to it until now. So come along with me as I show you what I did. Shown here in the front of the pumpkin is an antique wooden finial that I purchased at an antique store about 5 years ago. I think I paid $3 for it, and I've had it in my stash this whole time just waiting for the perfect project to use it on. Okay guys, and what you're seeing here is a well-used Red Rooster bed and breakfast stencil that I purchased about 3 years ago on Etsy. I will be using part of it on this project as well. And the last thing that I'll be incorporating into this pumpkin makeover are the fabric strips you see there on the right side. And you may recognize them from the rag bows I recently made to go on my fall pillows. The first thing I did was remove the stem from the pumpkin, and I'll bet you can guess what's coming next, right? The finial makes a much prettier stem on this pumpkin, don't you agree? That little short stubby thing just wasn't cutting it. And now you see how I used that part of the stencil. I thought it would be fun to add it to the pumpkin, and really, who doesn't love staying at a bed and breakfast? When I attached the finial, I used hot glue to adhere it to the pumpkin, and it sticks really well. But there was a little bit of a gap in the top of the pumpkin, so I filled it in with spackle, and that's what you see at the top, the pink area there. But have no fear, that spackle and the mess around it will all be covered up with some wonderful moss. You'll see in just a moment. I wanted to add a little bit more depth and dimension to give the pumpkin a little bit more realistic look, so I sort of just dry brushed on this deeper shade of blue in the crevices of the pumpkin, and I love it. To finish the painted pumpkin, I first applied natural wax to the pumpkin, and then after it dried, I buffed it out, and after that I applied Annie Sloan white wax to give it a whitewash look. And as you can see, I added Spanish moss at the top of the pumpkin to add texture and cover the spackled area. And last but not least, I added the rag bow to the finial / pumpkin stem to finish it off, and I just love it. And I will also be adding a little pine cone in the center of the bow, as well as a couple of rust-colored pieces of foliage to the sides. So now let's take a closer look at the finished pumpkin. I staged the pumpkin here with my pillow that I showed you all last week in my video, along with the pretty rust throw, so you can see how it all looks together. The pumpkin will be used in another area in my fall decor over by the fireplace, which I will show you in an upcoming video very soon. Alright, my sweet friends, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the shopping haul as well as seeing my pumpkin makeover. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back on Friday with more fall decorating here on Cottage to Courtyard. Until then, bye-bye.